What's up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame as the Lakers face off versus those daunting Portland Trailblazers in Portland at 7 Pacific time, guys. But breaking news, we do have Tyson Chandler has agreed, will be agreeing to a buyout with the Phoenix Suns, and as a result, he will sign with the Lakers as soon as he clears waivers. So that's a great pickup by the Lakers. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. That's a good pickup by the Lakers because we're not getting 2010 Tyson Chandler, but still, we needed to shore up the backup spots, and we did that with Tyson. So solid veteran who can come in. He can still rebound, even though he wasn't getting many minutes in Phoenix, and he can block shots here and there. Again, we're getting the older version of Tyson Chandler, but nonetheless a veteran who's a good locker room presence and is definitely going to contribute to that second unit off the bench and give us some more size. He is 7'1", so it's good that we picked up Tyson Chandler. And, of course, he's my boy from Compton. Dominguez High is in the house. Shout out to Tyson. So welcome home, baby. I'm excited to have him here. I know he plays with a lot of passion even though he's older. And, again, he is a locker room presence. I'm repping Lonzo tonight. So for those of you, this is like my main jersey I'd be wearing, guys. The other ones are all older ones. So Lonzo tonight. He said all we need is a defensive presence. And he will be that for us, definitely, to some degree. However, I don't want people getting super overexcited by the fact that we got Tyson because, yes, he does shore up the paint, but it's still up to Luke to play him and give him minutes, which I don't doubt he will since he is a veteran. So that's the good news. And, again, he's going to be another option for us off of pick and roll, lob dunk, stuff like that, right? He is not playing tonight. He hasn't cleared waivers yet. Once he clears waivers, once his his buyout becomes official and he clears waivers, then he's definitely going to join the Lake Show, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. So very excited for that. I'm happy he's home. He's from Compton. He's somebody I kind of figured he'd eventually be coming home, but I wasn't sure if he'd be with the Clippers or the Lakers, right? But I'm excited. No, I didn't block you, Brian. You're right here, brother. I can read your messages. Sometimes I can't read all you guys' messages, so don't think I'm ignoring you guys. When I'm talking, I'm not reading. And when I'm reading, I can't always read them all. So what's up, Dan? We got the backup center shored up. Definitely, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he can do. Rob and Magic continue. You're right. They continue to add pieces. Now, like I said, this is why I wanted the roster open, right? Because there's always buyouts during the season, and eventually there was going to be a good pickup to be had. Tyson Chandler is only averaging 12 minutes per game in Phoenix. So his production, disregard that. Last season he was averaging like a good 25 minutes, and he was putting up a good 8 to 9 rebounds off the bench. So if anything, he's a very solid rebounder. He can still block a couple of shots a game, maybe one. But most of us, the rebounding, because we've been getting killed off the glass and boxing on and stuff like that. Also, like I said, he's another lob presence for Rondo to come off the bench, and then he'll give him a target for sure. Does this mean Jonathan Williams is getting cut? Hopefully not. Jonathan Williams is on a 2-way contract, so they better not cut him. I definitely like his potential. He'll still be able to get minutes here and there, when there's foul trouble, but at least we won't be so thin in the front line. This just basically adds another 7-footer. And people forget we still have Mo Wagner, so I can't wait to see what he does at the 4 spot. Sometimes he'll play the 5 as well. So this should be fun. He said Tyson Chandler is another former NBA champion and a great locker room guy. I mean, he kind of took Devin Booker's rookie season under his wing. If you guys see the behind-the-scenes videos on YouTube, he kind of took Devin Booker under his wing and kind of pushed him to become the beast that he is today. So it's definitely another good locker room guy. But above all, it definitely gives us a 7'1" guy in the paint. Just another one. He still has some athleticism. He's not the same old Tyson Chandler from the Chicago Bulls or from the New York Knicks or from the Dallas Mavericks, but he is some version of that, maybe like 40% of that. So it's a good pickup and very solid. I said great, and I rephrased it. It's actually a good pickup. It's not great. Great would be like Anthony Davis or something great, right? So we don't want to throw away those words loosely. Actually, a great pickup was JaVale McGee, who, by the way, has been balling out all season. So this only adds another similar type guy, but again, less explosiveness, less athleticism because he's a little bit older. But that's okay. He's going to give us what we need, which is another 7'1", big presence in the paint. Make it just a little bit tougher for the defense that's just running all over us every time they get inside. So we'll see. He said, hey, Russell says, hey, Dan, would you be willing to deal somebody for John Wall or Bradley Beal if things don't work out for them? I like Bradley Beal as a shooter, but I'm sure the asking price is going to be high for him. John Wall as well, so I'm not sure. Depends what the asking price is, but I do like Bradley Beal. John Wall, I'm not sure if we need that type of guard. I mean, he is a slasher, but we need somebody. If we're going to trade for a guard, it has to be somebody who could spread the floor for us and make it easier for our inside guys to penetrate. How long does it take to clear waivers? It could be anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. Last I heard, they were still working on a contract buyout, but then I got mixed reports that he had already been bought out. So I'm not sure which one it is, but it'll take like 24 to 48 hours. Hopefully we can have him for tomorrow's game versus Toronto, but if not, oh, by the way, guys, I have to make it up to you guys because tonight I might not be able to do post game again. I have to go do something later on at night, but I'll try to watch as much of the game as possible and catch the rest when I get back. I'll still be dropping a video tomorrow morning. And of course, tomorrow we play Toronto. So to make it up to you guys, I'm gonna do a live stream of my live reaction for the whole game, since I won't be here tonight, most likely for the post game recap. He said, Ty is also a former Defensive Player of the Year and a 3-time All NBA Defensive Player. Of course, yes, but remember, we're not getting that version of Tyson. We're getting a shell of himself probably. But again, 7-footer, experience. He's gonna add a lot more to the locker room. So that's, to me, the main thing we're getting in Tyson Chandler is rebounding, because he's a veteran. He's solid at boxing out and doing the things that we're lacking as a backup, right? We have Jonathan Williams, a rookie there. So he obviously, they're not going to gobble up the rebounds. And then also Mo Wagner, hopefully eventually starts getting some power forward minutes, because I really like him. And but yes, well, this guy said it perfectly right here, 730 radio. Rebounds and physicality is what Tyson Chandler brings. He does play with a lot of passion, though, and I do like that. And sometimes he'll get the crowd into it. But Dominguez High School is in the house. That's right, John. He said, help us with pick and rolls and defense. Absolutely. Yo, what's up, bro? Love the move. Solid backup center. Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of us were clamoring for, right? A backup center. I didn't think they were going to fill up that final roster spot this soon, but hey, the sooner the better. Now Luke doesn't have an excuse not to play a backup center, right? Because sometimes he will go small because Jonathan Williams or Zubats didn't really have the experience. Well, now you have Tyson Chandler. So Magic and Rob are making sure that, hey, whatever the meeting they had, here's another backup center. So you can, of course. And tonight we play Portland. So I'm going to get a little bit into the Portland Trailblazers. They've been killing it. They beat us over 15 times in a row in Portland, dating back all the way to the Kobe days. It's tough to play there. We know that. But we have to focus, man. We could have beat them several times, and then Damian Lillard takes over in the fourth. So the key to tonight's game to me is going to be to create separation by the third quarter, all right, because we are the more talented team on paper. So we can create separation by the third quarter, at least a 10-point lead or whatever, and in the fourth, not play so conservative, and hopefully Luke doesn't bring out those horrid rotations, then we should be able to get the W. But if we go into the fourth quarter on a close game and Damian Lillard starts getting hot, it's going to be a long night for us, guys. So that's the key to me. Of course, we know about the rebounding and all that good stuff. All the, all the little. We got to make sure that these guys don't go off. Perfect example right here, like Stauskas, like guys like Evan Turner, that you can't drop over 20 points on us, man. That's too much. We know what Lillard and CJ are going to do. We can limit one of those two. We have a way higher shot at winning. Also, Nurkic, on the glass, and Myers Leonard. One of the Leonards, I think it's Myers, killed us the last game. So that's why we're bringing in Tyson Chandler, even though he's not with us yet, because we need a good backup big that can kind of neutralize the opposition's backup big that have been eating, right? Every time JaVale goes to the bench or gets in foul trouble. So that's why everybody's so happy about adding Tyson Chandler, because now, again, there's no more excuses. Now you're going to have your two primary bigs, which is Tyson Chandler and JaVale McGee, right, manning the center spot, and now you can spread those power forward minutes all the way around. He said, we have to break the Portland curse. It's about time. It is about time. It's way overdue. Hopefully LeBron goes off tonight. That's another key for me. When he plays aggressive, when he's playing downhill, it's very hard to stop. And also, don't rely too much on whistles. We know that the referees have been swallowing the pill this year. Pretty much all you got to do is come out and play, man. Don't focus too much on the other stuff. Luke Walton's going to be interesting to see the way he coaches this game? Is he still going small, or did he switch up his strategy based on Magic Johnson emphatically, talking to him, this previous week? So he's the one I'm looking forward to see what he does with the rotations. Does he leave Lonzo out there to close games? What did they talk about? I think we're going to find out a little bit more tonight. So hopefully there's some coaching changes for the good. I've also been hearing reports that players are frustrated with all these crazy lineup changes. So hopefully there's more stability for the roster as well. But all in all, guys, I think we have the team to win on most nights, except for when we play Golden State or who knows how many overpowered teams there are in the league. But other than those nights, we should be able to win. We have, quote unquote, the best player in the league. We have a great supporting, I'll say a good supporting cast, and we have a good young core. So we should be able to win on most nights. And tonight, I think if Luke Walton wants to save his job, he better coach his butt off, because he's on the hot seat officially, even though some people don't believe that. But yes, when stuff like this leaks out, he's definitely on the hot seat. When does Tyson Chandler play? Not yet, man. He has to clear waivers before he actually officially signs with the Lakers. Once he officially signs, he'll be cleared to go. I'm not sure how Luke is going to run it, though, because at the end of the day, he might be one of those coaches that says, oh, we want to put him through some practices. Or he could say, he's a veteran. I'm sure we could just plug him in. So we'll see how he plays that out before we get to see Tyson. But it is exciting to watch, a product out of Compton, my hometown, be on the Lakers and hopefully do good. Do you think this is good, Dan? I think it's a solid move. I don't think it's nothing that blows you away because of his age. Now, if we were getting 2011, 2012 Tyson Chandler, we would be absolutely ecstatic. But I'm happy. I'm not overjoyed, because even though we did need a backup big, I think more better bigs potentially are going to hit the market around the trade deadline after buyouts and all that. So I don't know if they'll be able to create a roster spot or whatever by then. But hopefully Tyson Chandler comes in here. I think he's a solid pickup. Again, 7'1" guy, veteran presence. I'm not mad at all. And he can clean up the glass, which is what we have been struggling in. So that's what we need at the moment. Exactly. So Ty is going to get a lot of lobs, passes from Bron, Zoe, and Rondo off of the pick and roll. Exactly. He adds another. That's what I've been saying. He adds another good pick and roll offensive weapon. My boy Lou York is in the house. What's up, brother? He said he's a good pick. He's good pick and rolls, rebounds, and shot deflections. LeBron is going to have fun throwing lobs at him. That's cool. I just hope he can still, get up there and catch him. I haven't seen too much of Tyson, especially since they've been storing him away over there in Phoenix. But I am excited. Again, that's my boy from Compton, man. Hopefully he does good for us. He represents the CPT properly. So the problem is not having a specific big. It is Luke. I kind of tend to agree with Lee here. Again, not trying to attack Luke. I wish him the best, but his rotations have been bad. Now, let's see if he makes an adjustment with Magic Johnson's conversation they had, right? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, Luke is going to take the downfall, blah, blah, blah. But coaching really does matter a lot. I mean, just look at what Brad Stevens did without certain players, without, Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, that first year. Not the first year, I'm sorry, last year. He still got them far in the playoffs. I know it's the East. Granted, it's the East, but still he did an amazing job with Jason Tatum developing him, Jaylen Brown. So we just need a well-rounded coach that's going to come in and implement a real system. Because I heard that the conversation they had was also for lack of play calls. And that's something I've been saying for a while about Luke Walton. And sometimes when we get into our half-court offense, we look lost out there. So to me, Luke Walton doesn't really have a half-court offense implemented. If you guys remember last year, he said that they were focusing all on defense, so they didn't really get to implement half court, and it was like 1/4 of the season. This guy was still talking about that. So it doesn't look like he did much over the summer or, to start off the year with half court offense. We look lost at times, and it ends up being JaVale McGee, throwing up a running hook or some sort of fadeaway jump shot, which is not a good offensive position. We need to have the ball in the hands of the highest percentage shooters to end the shot clock, or if not, work early to get a better shot. So, but again, I'm excited to see if Magic Johnson's pep talk encouraged Luke Walton to change or discouraged him, and he's going to be stubborn and hard-headed and continue with the same bad rotation. So it'll be very interesting, and I think that'll dictate, the flow of the game tonight. So we'll see. He said, we have a three-point shooter in Svi, but Luke doesn't use him. Well, Svi is still not all the way polished, man. He hasn't shot light lights out in the short stints that he's been out there. Somebody suggested this in the comment section. I forgot who, so not to discredit them, but one of you guys suggested it, and I think Svi should definitely get sent out to the G League so he can get his confidence up. And once he starts hooping, bring him back up. We've done it with other players in the past, and it has worked. So we have a great development team down at the G League, and I think he just needs more playing time. And once he gets his confidence up, then you plug him into the rotation at some point. Mo Wagner is another guy I can't wait to see, guys. So remember, we took Mo Wagner over Mitchell Robinson, who I really like from the draft, who's balling out with the Knicks. So keep an eye out for that. I think Mo Wagner was a good pickup. I really like him a lot. I like what he did in college. But there is the chance that in the long run, potentially, and I'm not saying this is what I think, but I'm saying there's always a chance that we could have messed up by passing on Mitchell Robinson. Now, still too early, and I love the potential Mo Wagner contains, but it's going to be up to the coaching staff to develop him. And where is he going to find minutes? We have so many forwards that it's going to be tough. Is he going to play small ball 5 at times or what? So it'll be interesting to see how the whole Mo Wagner situation. He said, Dan, you're not watching the South Bay game right now? No, unfortunately, I'm going to be busy tonight. So I'm going to be watching the game here and there, but I'll probably catch it tomorrow and then drop the video tomorrow before the other game, which is versus Toronto. So no post game tonight, guys, unfortunately. But again, I'll make it up to you guys. I'll be live streaming the whole Toronto game, my reaction during the game, right? So that's going to be interesting tomorrow, right? He said, at best, average is right, bro. Luke Walton, yeah. To me, he wasn't ready to be a head coach of the Lakers, man. Not with this team. Again, he was fine as long as we were developing young players, right? Because supposedly he was a players coach or whatever. But he did lose Julius Randle, which is one of our young core players at the time, right? So maybe that's even overrated as well. I know, but I'll get you guys tomorrow morning on the post game. No worries. And again, I'll make it up to you guys on during the Toronto game. No, I'm not even going to do a post tonight. I can't, guys. I'm really busy, so I won't be able to do the post game tonight. Again, I'll make it up to you guys tomorrow. He said, Mo can't play with the Lakers tonight because Mo is playing right now in the LA with South Bay. Oh, okay. So definitely they're not going to use him. Thanks for the update, buddy. I appreciate it. He said, what's up, Dan? I'm on vacation over here in Taiwan, but I'm still following even I am aboard. Lakers strong. Well, I'll tell you what's up, bud. There's been a lot going on this week. We're about to sign Tyson Chandler once he clears waivers. Magic Johnson, reprimanded Luke Walton. And amongst other things. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but there is a lot going on with the Lakers right now. And we are the most scrutinized team in the league. I mean, we're basically on ESPN or Fox Sports or something every day, right? The Lakers always get touched on the topic. Everybody knows the Lakers are the greatest show in the world. So when we are doing good or not, either way, we're going to be all over media. So hopefully we can turn this around and turn this into positive buzz, right, for us. Hey, Dan, Tyson Chandler probably be a pretty good fit. I didn't think about him. I thought about every other center. I forgot about Tyson. Thought he was under a contract obligation. He was under contract obligation, but they bought him out. Well, they're about to buy him out. The Phoenix Suns are, because they want to develop Ayton and other players they have there. So it makes sense for them since they suck this year and they're developing. That's the reason they're cutting Tyson. There's no point of getting a veteran minutes when you're not winning games during the season. So pretty much we benefit from that because we're actually trying to win games while they're trying to tank. So it's a win-win for both teams. He said, like the Tyson move a lot, very underrated move. We'll see. We'll see how underrated. I'm excited to see what he can still bring. Again, I haven't really paid attention to his game. I don't know if he's fallen off. I project he's definitely not the same as he used to be, but we'll see. Maybe it'll rejuvenate him to be here in LA, his native hometown. So we'll see, man. I'm super hyped for that. The judge showed up. This should be a deal years ever since he beat us in 11. So we are running gun team. We are run. I don't know about the gun, though. Our three-point shooting needs to continue to improve to be that running gun because gunners shoot, right? He said, hopefully Tyson can bring the same defense JaVale has been bringing. Small ball has been killing us defensively. We'll see. I'm already standing. He's awesome. This is a great news. This is amazing news, Honeybee. This is definitely good news. He said, win streak starts tonight. Hopefully, we definitely need to beat Portland, man. They've been having our number for the last couple of years, especially in Portland. So hopefully we take them out tonight and bring them back down to earth because they've been having a good season thus far. Dan, sick and tired of Dame always killing us. We need this win. Absolutely. And, that's the key. I mentioned the keys of the game earlier today, where to try to get a double-digit lead going into the fourth quarter. And instead of protecting the lead, to stay aggressive, man. Keep your foot on the pedal because Damian is coming. He comes every fourth quarter. He plays the Lakers. So, hey, how you doing, Wildlife? Man, I'm stoked. Let's get this dub. Let's get it. Let's get this dub for reals, man. He said Luke will probably play McGee and Chandler at the same time. Well, I mean, that would be opposite ends of the spectrum. That'll be from going small ball to going extremely big and probably slowing us down as far as, fast pace goes. How you doing? How you doing? The Tyson Chandler will be great for us. How far will we go into the playoffs? We'll see. First, we got to work on seeding, right? Trying to get a top 4 spot in the West because home court advantage is going to mean a lot, in my opinion. So hopefully we get that. If we can get that, then sky's the limit for the Lakers. But we got our work cut out, man. You've seen we're off to a slow start, and hopefully the coaching steps up. Because somebody mentioned this as well. Hitting the reset button, I've been thinking about it. Getting a brand new coach is going to take some time for the new coach. So it's better to hold Luke accountable and hopefully keep him and he continues to improve. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you have to fire him. Eventually, there'll be a light at the end of the tunnel. But I just don't know how much a new coach can come in and implement his offense and defensive schemes right off the top and make an impact this season. That's why this move would have been much better suited for the summertime. But since, everybody still believed in Luke and all that, I think they might have to rock with him just for a little bit longer, unless he continues to just bomb put out the worst rotations out there. So if he continues to sabotage us in that manner, then we will have no choice. But hopefully he learns, man. Get it through that thick curly-haired skull of his. He has to get it through. Some players are just not a good mix. Dan, imagine Kobe in his prime with this team instead of LeBron. Now, Kobe was a killer. We know that. But let's see what LeBron can do. Let's give him a shot, guys. Let's not go discarding him yet. Early in the season, a lot of LeBron fans have been hitting me up talking about, Dan, you need to watch LeBron more. He normally takes off around February. I'm like, man, well, hopefully we're playing for something around that time, right? Because we can't wait for the engine to start up slow. It's the Western Conference, so we'll see. But, yeah, apparently LeBron fans have been telling me that he kicks it into another gear. Now, I've seen him in the playoffs because I figured he was going to be a Laker, so I was watching. And he OD'd in the playoffs, so they might be right. So let's give him a little bit of time. Let's not go with the whole Kobe versus LeBron comparison. We obviously know who's our GOAT, but, LeBron has a chance to come and, eventually, potentially hang his jersey from the rafters if he does work for us. So let's give him a shot, guys. John Doe, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Shout out to John Doe, dropping the dough. He said for the Lakers to win 50 in the remaining 74 games, they'll have to win 2 to 3 out of 3 of their games. Well, I mean, that's a good way of looking at it. And I think they still can. I really do. I think they're going to hit a win streak at some point once they hit their stride because we have the talent. But again, coaching matters. Players have to step up, execution on both ends of the floor, all of that good stuff. I'll take a couple questions before I get off, guys. Again, I'm going to be very busy today. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a post-game recap till most likely tomorrow. But if anything changes, you know where to find me. He said, if Tyson can just protect the paint, I'll be very grateful. That would be amazing. If he brings half of the production JaVale brings, amazing. But I'm not expecting that at this rate, honestly. I just want him to rebound really good for us. If we could do that, we got ourselves a heck of a steal. Dan, when will the Lakers fire Luke? I have no clue if that'll even happen. But let's just hope that he continues to improve quickly because we need wins, guys. We're fiending for wins as Laker fans. Been 5 long years. And yes, I know 5 years to another fan base sounds like whatever. But to us, we're spoiled, so we got to get our dubs ASAP. He said, what do you think the latest lineup of both Ingram and Kuzma starting? I love it. It's a lineup I wanted for the Lakers since before the season started. If you guys remember, I always said, hey, Brandon Ingram at the 2 guard with Lonzo at point and Kuzma at either 3 or 4 with LeBron and McGee would be deadly. And so far, we're 1-1. So hopefully it continues to, develop this starting lineup. Josh Hart could also be mixed in there somewhere. But they're really exciting, man. It's really exciting to see where this team is going. I'm still just as excited as when the season first started, guys, believe it or not. I know we got off to a slow start, but there's still so much potential there. We've seen it time and time again. problem with the Lakers, and also this has to do with coaching, but overall, the Lakers as a team, we play in spurts, right? We play a good quarter, then we'll take the next quarter off. Then we'll play a good quarter, then we'll take the next quarter off. We need to find a way to bottle that same energy and effort for 48 minutes, right? And if we go into overtime as well. Once we figure that out to play more consistently, right, where it's rare, once in a while we'll have a bad quarter. When we start playing like that, that's when we're going to start winning a lot of games. And that, again, that goes on the young core as well because they have to grow and develop quicker than they usually would have to before LeBron came. That goes on the coaching staff because they have to make the proper rotation adjustments and minutes have to be distributed properly. And that goes on everybody, man, from the top to the bottom. So in order for the Lakers to get on this win streak that we've been dreaming about, the young players are going to have to learn quick and grow fast. LeBron's going to have to be the killer that we paid him to be rather than later like he was in the East. Luke Walton's going to have to step up and be the coach that everybody thought he was going to be when he first signed here. Well, at least most people did. And everything's going to have to go right. I know it sounds like we're asking for a lot, but the talent is all there. So if we just put it together, man, good pickup by us right there. Tyson Chandler, good pickup, solid. I won't use the word great, but I'll use good. Great is reserved for great players. He said, I am going to be at the game in Portland. Drove all the way from Seattle to see this. Hope they get a win at Lakers. Hey, definitely, Corey. We appreciate you, bro. You're an extension of us there. Go ahead, make sure you cheer as loud as you can. Make sure the Laker fans are heard. And just be careful out there, man, because we don't know if we get this dub, how Portland fans might react. I'm just kidding, bro. We just got stronger. Yeah, we definitely getting more tougher defensively. And I think guys like this just add another layer of tough mentality to the young core. They help them develop a tougher mindset, We definitely should have kept Randall. But, again, he didn't want to be with us. And I guess they decided that they were going to cut him loose. They didn't want any problems in the locker. I don't know why. That was probably the most puzzling move of the summer for me. But we move on, man. That's what Laker Nation does. We keep marching forward. But shout out to Julius. He's balling over there in New Orleans. Can't wait to face him. Hopefully we put a stop to that. Just saw an interview of Kawhi saying he doesn't like the Lakers. Saying he doesn't like the Lakers. Hey, that's up to him. Again, you're either going to get with the program or you're not. So I'm not worried about Kawhi. There's plenty of options to be had. We're landing somebody. If Kawhi wants to come, cool. If he doesn't want to come, hey, sayonara, bro. Good luck being the next Paul George. Yes, we're about to get Tyson Chandler, Christian. We're about to, but he hasn't cleared waivers. So once he clears waivers, we're going to go ham and just add him to the roster. That's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Again, tonight I'm going to be busy, so no post-game recap from me tonight unless plans change for some reason for us. But other than that, guys, I will definitely bring that recap tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you guys during the live game reaction stream tomorrow when we face off versus Toronto. Go Lakers. Let's get this dub, baby. I'm excited. Come one, come all, and hopefully we start a streak tonight and everything else ends. Go ahead and leave a comment, a like, and if you already haven't, please subscribe to the channel and keep it locked right here for everything Lakers. Peace out, Lakers.